So nobody's absent, so good job, everybody, for showing up today. Here's what we're going to be doing today. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Super fast, super easy explanation. Today is what day?
Monday.
It is Monday, so you are clicking on the Monday. Make sure that you do have access to everything because sometimes I'm a human being and I make mistakes. So you should have already pulled up your speech outline that you have already saved to your Google Drive. So there's really no need to click on that assignment there unless you just haven't done anything for the last 3 days. But you should have this already filled out and signed it and saved in your Google Drive. When we were left on Friday, I told you you needed to have at least these things filled out. If you do not have these things filled out, you are behind and you are going to have homework tonight. So make sure that these are all filled out. If you have these all filled out, then that just means that you have the rest of this to fill out. Okay? Before I move on to explaining a conclusion, was there any questions over how to write the claim, warrant, and impact for this specific speech? Y'all all did pretty well with it? All makes sense? Fantastic. All right, I'm getting thumbs up with my virtual learners, so we're all good. So let's talk about our conclusion. I do have the PowerPoint, but I'm not going to use it because it's super easy for me to just explain it to y'all from this page here. Do you see how it says restate thesis? And it says today I talked about? Well, guess what you're going to copy and paste? Your thesis from your introduction. So you would copy and paste this right there. Restate your preview. First I talked about, then I talked about this, and then finally I talked about this. Guess what you're going to do here? You're going to copy and paste from your preview up here. You'll paste it down there on the preview. Here's where it gets a little tricky. You see where it says restate impacts? You had 3 impacts that you talked about. One in your first claim, this one right here, then this one, and then this one. You are just going to give me a nice summary of all 3 of those and write it in the restate impacts right there. And then for the tie back to your attention getter, do you necessarily have to say your attention getter word for word? No, you can just reference your attention getter and bring it back. That way, the way you started it is very, very similar to the way that you end it. If you have a quote, you can just reference the quote again, say it word for word, or just summarize what it was talking about, okay? If you're telling the story, summarize your story. Give a nice little, make sure that it's nice and flowy, that it all flows together and it doesn't feel choppy when you add in your attention getter again. Does this make sense to you all? Is this pretty easy? Okay.
I don't understand it.
Which part?
I didn't get the number 4 back to the A and G.
Okay, so whatever you wrote up here for your attention getter, you're going to reference that and kind of bring it back and tie it all together down here.
Okay, so just rewrite, so copy and paste that?
Kind of, but you want to make sure that it's flowing nicely with the rest of your speech, so you might have to rewrite it a little bit.
Oh, so I just kind of make it match.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Once you are done with this, it needs to be turned into Canvas by midnight tomorrow. Okay? So midnight tomorrow, you do need this pretty much filled out in order to do tomorrow's assignment. But I extended the time out till tomorrow night. So here's how you turn it in. You go to the assignments. It will be under About Me Speech Outline. Make sure you're choosing the outline one and you're not choosing the major grade speech. Okay? So you're going to choose the About Me Speech Outline. Let me make sure I'm in student mode. I always forget to do this because y'all can't see it if I don't do it. Student view. Oop. So again, it's the About Me speech outline. You're going to click on Submit Assignment. Go down to the website URL. Go to your speech outline document where you have it all nice and saved and it's all nice and filled out. Press the share button. Make sure that you change it from restricted to anyone with the link or anyone at ASL. Copy your link. Paste it into the Canvas turn-in and submit your assignment. What's the very last step after you submit an assignment? You double check it. So go to submission details to double check and boom, it's in there. Hooray, we're done. You will have the rest of this class period. We get out at 12 o'clock, so you'll have about 30 minutes. I would spend 10 minutes, and I'll put a timer on for y'all. Spend 10 minutes on your second point, 10 minutes on your last point, and 10 minutes on your conclusion. That's your time limit for each one of them. Okay, if you're spending more than that, then you need to get a groove on. All right.